This is the Swivel Shackle by Bells of Steel. I'm Kayvon, founder of Bells of Steel. Let's get into an overview. This isn't a novel design that we've come up with. These are pretty common. I think they were first used in sailing. I think that's where they're still popular, is in sailing rigs. And they're called a swivel shackle, or they go by a few different names. And they've started to become quite popular in the home gym community. A guy named Matthew Porter has a big home gym hat guy, and he uses these all the time. And so why you would want to use a swivel shackle with your cable machines, your cable attachments, is I guess it's in the name, is that it swivels. And so what this does is a few things. So on the first and foremost is if you have a cable machine, in particular a functional trainer or a cable tower like we sell, this helps preserve the life of your cables, especially when you're doing single-sided cable exercises. So what happens is if you don't have a swivel shackle on, you just have the classic carabiner, all that twisting that happens, like let's say you're doing a cable fly, okay, and you're twisting, all that twisting, that stress from the twisting, that goes into the cable. That's that cable getting work done when you're doing that twisting. And what can end up happening if you use a single side of a cable tower too much and you are chronically twisting it, is this section here can start to bind up and start to twist. It's one of our issues that we have to deal with. So we always tell customers, try and use each side equally. But even then, cables are notorious, even on commercial grade machines, cables need to be replaced every few years. So this helps extend the life of your cable on your cable machines. That's number one. Number two is that when you are, let me show this off. When you are attaching a cable attachment to a cable machine, oftentimes different cable attachments have different orientations. So you can see this cable attachment, this is gonna line up perfectly. Okay, that's our 2-in-1 cable adapter. And you can see it'll go on here and it lines up just fine because the orientation is this way and it'll work, no worries. But if you have a cable attachment with this orientation, what's gonna happen is when you clip it on, it's gonna bind up. You see that? Because it's the wrong orientation. This orientation is this way, this orientation is this way, and it starts to bind up and it's not as comfortable to use, and it's quite awkward actually. And so this is like a very common problem. And so what happens with the swivel shackle when that's on there, so I wouldn't have I have two different on each side just for demo purposes, but on a swivel shackle, you pop that on and the orientation doesn't matter because the swivel shackle just orientates to exactly how you need it. So yeah, it makes for a more comfortable use, a better use when using your cable attachments. A lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot of people, I've seen people who actually just buy a swivel shackle for every one of their cable attachments and just popping it on and off. And that might be a bit extreme, but yeah, you can see like the benefits there and then the benefits of getting rid of the torquing on your cable. One other nice feature of a swivel shackle is just how kind of simply it goes on. Again, this is like a high touch, maybe home gym snob thing, but you can see that's how that goes on, real easy peasy. Whereas carabiner, you got to push it in, get it in. Not too crazy, but I've certainly wrestled with my fair share of carabiners in my life. And it's a nice touch, I'll tell you that. So yeah, I just want to give a demo of what I'm talking about with the torquing a little bit clearer. So with swivel shackle, you can see I'm doing a cable crossover, and you can see that swivel shackle is helping to absorb that twisting, okay? And you can see that there. And then on this one, the torquing, there's nothing to help absorb the twisting. It's 100% on the cable, right? So that's how the torquing helps preserve the cables. So I've gone over why you would want to use a swivel shackle. Why would you want to buy a swivel shackle from Bells of Steel? You know what? These are pretty standard parts. You can order these on Amazon. You can order from us. Why you would order them from us is probably going to be in the pricing. So a lot of these people who sell on Amazon, they sell them in maybe pairs. I think they're all pairs, maybe some singles. But Amazon bundles their shipping price into the unit itself. So if you wanted to buy, let's say, 3 pairs of these on Amazon, you're going to be paying, let's say, 60 bucks, because the way Amazon works for most of their products is that the product is prepackaged at Amazon, and maybe Amazon will consolidate it together and ship it to you in a box, but the vendor selling it, they have to price that product as if it's only going to be sold as a pair. And so the shipping cost, you don't save on the shipping cost as you buy more pairs. If you buy a pair that's 20 bucks, buy 2 pairs is going to be 40 bucks. Whereas with Bells of Steel, because we're picking and packing them ourselves, you're going to have a similar price for a pair or a single, but as you go up to 4, 5, 6, 10, we're not going to just multiply the shipping on those units. So if you buy a single pair, let's say, our pricing adjusts. So let's say at the time of this video, a pair is 30 bucks including shipping. Well, if you buy 2 pairs, it's not going to be 60 bucks, it's going to be 40 bucks. And so, because we're able to pack those together. So there's going to be some cost savings when buying them in bulk. And then also, we picked out, there's tons of these you can find on the market. We picked out a particularly high grade one. We've tested them with high weights, and you also have that warranty and a little bit more peace of mind when you're buying directly from Bells of Steel. So this is how you install a swivel shackle on your cable tower or cable machine. So you're just going to take this little ring, slide it off, take the pin out, and then you're going to put that around, slide the pin through, and the trickiest part is getting the ring back on. Did it easy that time. And there. And now this, I recommend leaving it permanently on your cable machines. Or if you are gonna put them onto your cable attachment and clip them onto the cable machine, that can work too. But yeah, leave them on there, and yeah, that's how you do it. I'm Kayvon, founder of Bells of Steel. I hope you loved that video, and if you want to check out any more of our products or follow us on social media, click the links below in the description and let the gains begin.